we on Boss Talk 101. Yeah, we gon' talk, we gon' have fun. We be on fire, we be lit. It's a unique hustle.
Check it. This is Unique House. It's your boy ECEO, and I'm here with the lovely, amazing official Miss Jamaica. What's going on?
Nothing, no, my day walk on. I want y'all to stop what you're doing right now. Go like, subscribe, follow us on all social media platforms. I mean, our TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, you name it, we're on it. Even Threads. So if y'all not on Threads yet, go look us up. Go, like us, subscribe to us on Threads. But if you want to see our full-length interviews, check out our YouTube membership. Go ahead and sign up for that, and you see all our full-length interviews real quick and real easy before anybody else does. Because he gonna chop up all of this interview.
Wait a minute. I'm so sick of throwing me under the bus every time we start the episode here lately. Don't you know these folk gonna get in the comments?
Let them get in the comments.
Come on, man.
I'm not lying.
No, you ain't lying.
Okay.
You ain't told no lie. I'm gonna chop it.
Okay, then.
Look, if you don't chop it up, you can't make a lot of money. That's where I come from. That's the era I come from.
But it's not
you
even
got to
the
chop
money.
it up. You know what I'm saying? Right. No, it ain't about
the attention span. People don't have. Not everybody
what I'm saying is where I come from, you got to chop it up.
Oh, you talking something else?
Check it, man.
And screw it.
There you go. Hey, we got some guys here today, y'all. They don't need no introduction. These two guys right here, man, patriarchs in the whole, hip hop world, the whole era of the South, man. Hey, man, we got a lot of. Hey, y'all about to love this show right here, man. Listen, man, I got some stuff to show y'all today, man. I got this No Limit, man. This guy right here, FIEND, been with No Limit, and so much more. But Smoke D, man, I heard you the first time, man. I ain't gonna lie. When I first heard you, it was on that. It wasn't on the front, back, side to side. Really, I did not know you on that. But I knew you from was that dang Riding Dirty, man.
Live from the pen, huh?
Live from the pen, man. How you guys doing, man?
Man.
Blessed, man. Really good.
Blessed?
Yes, sir.
Man,
yes, sir.
y'all looking good, man. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
I got all this gray. You niggas done come in here, man. I done got old, man. Y'all make a nigga feel old, man.
Don't let that old in, bro. Don't let that old in, man. Don't let that old in.
So, man, hey, man, listen, man. One thing I love about hip-hop, man, in the South, man, you really, from where y'all come from, man, think about how far we've come since then. The South wasn't really respected at all when we first started this journey, man. You know what I'm saying? As far as the music go, man. But guys like y'all, man, y'all didn't even pay that no attention, man. It was more about the vibe and the music for the South, right?
Right.
So, Steph, you want to get into it a little bit? I know you want to. I don't want to just overexceed.
See, he's the music guy. I'm not a music guy because I always feel like before I love you as a musician, I need to know who you are as a person coming up as a kid, because a lot of times the reason why you write the things you write is because of the things you've been through as a childhood coming all the way up that got you where you are. So I just want people to know your history. So let's start off with you first.
Okay.
Smoke D.
Yes, sir.
Born and raised? Mississippi?
Born in Denver, raised in Mississippi.
Okay, born in Denver. How old were you when you moved?
Probably about 2.
2. So you don't remember nothing about no Denver, Colorado?
No, I'm Mississippi.
Mississippi all the way?
Texas, South Texas, Mississippi.
Okay. So how come you were born in, what happened?
My mom is from Mississippi. Mm-hmm. My father is from South Texas. Mm-hmm. And they both met in Denver some kind of way.
Oh, and they stayed up there till they had a baby. And
then one decided to come back to Mississippi, and the other one decided to go back to Texas. I guess
so they split up?
Yeah.
And you were 2?
Yes, ma'am.
And you stayed with your mom?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you get time with your dad at all? Do you know your father?
No, ma'am.
Don't know him at all?
No, I don't know.
Never met him?
I met him, but I don't think that you'll ever know a person. You can kind of only know of them, right? Like, you never know what anybody's vantage point is. So I had a chance to meet him several times, even travel with him, but I didn't know him. If that makes sense to you.
Because he didn't open up and you didn't really try to break that?
Well, I mean, just reading the bottle or something, it tells you all the ingredients, but like in life, I never had a chance to
really spend that time.
I never had a chance to run to him when I got in trouble.
Okay.
I miss some of the elements of the drink.
I know.
You know what I'm saying?
But I always say, like, if it's in the past, you can't go back and recreate the past. But if he's still here, you can now move forward from now onwards as long as the door is open.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
No doubt.
Do you feel like him not being there in your life as a child growing up affected your life anyhow?
I suppose. I'm thankful to be here, and I'm happy with who I am now. I don't, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of one of those questions like you have to be there to answer it for me. I don't know if I would have actually turned out better or worse because I didn't have that opportunity to spend time with him like that.
Did you have any male figures in your life growing up?
No.
No? Because I always feel like, and I've always heard that men need to have a male figure in their life to show them how to become a man.
I guess my male figure was me because I didn't have a male figure. I had to create a superhero for myself so I could protect me. I got tired of crying. I got tired of getting beat up. So I just decided I wanted to fight back. So my helping hand came at the end of my own arm. So
you were bullied as a kid?
Yeah, now I'm a bully. You know what I'm saying?
Get FIEND. You got to get some of that.
Yes. So
Real.
Yeah.
how was it for you growing up?
I think growing up in New Orleans, Holly Grove, Carrollton area, I think I had a pretty good life. You know, I'd be lying if I said anything different. You know.
Okay.
If I say anything different, you know.
Went down wrong. It went down wrong. Go on. You're going to take a little more coffee. Don't even trip. Don't get you another swig. Shoot, I know about that cough right there. And when it go down wrong, I'm a country boy. Say, when it go down wrong, you got to stop for a minute and get it right. Y'all don't try to act like y'all ain't never done it before.
You
know what I'm saying? Everybody in here done that. You know what I'm saying?
It's too hot outside.
Say,
You said
man.
Carrollton's. It's Carrollton because when I hear about New Orleans, I hear Uptown, I hear Downtown, I hear West Bank, I hear. So where's Carrollton?
I'm from Uptown.
Uptown, okay.
Carrollton
okay.
area is Uptown. Holly
Okay.
Grove, 17 Ward. You know.
Okay.
Ain't that what Birdman them from Uptown?
Birdman is from the Magnolia. Third Ward.
Third Ward.
Uptown is big.
It's big, huh?
Uptown big. You know, it's its own little unique space of New Orleans. You know what I'm saying? Every area is dope in its own unique way.
Yeah.
But Uptown is just I have my own personal upbringing, encounter, and growth. You know, grow up with that. You know what I mean?
Wow,
Yeah.
man.
And were you raised with your mom and dad as well?
Yeah, I was raised with my mom and my dad, and then at some point in time, you know, they were not seeing eye to eye, and then it was me, my mom, and my brother.
How old were you at that time?
12, but for the most part, you know, I had my dad. I can still recall seeing my dad playing football with us, and I was like 4 in Conrad Park. You know what I mean? And him talking to me like a grown-ass man when I was 7, 8 years old, using words I had to go look up to have some dialogue with him, you know what I'm saying? Very unique upbringing, but I wouldn't change anything, you know? Yeah.
But at 12, when they split up, were you able to still spend time with him?
Yeah, the crazy thing is, my mom, of course, she never bad-mouthed him, talked bad about him, and it was on me if I wanted to see him, right? So what made her know that I wanted to see my dad was, when we moved to it had to be, I don't know how many miles, but it was miles. I would walk back to my old neighborhood from where we was to go see my dad.
Wow.
You know what I mean? So I was like, she was like, you really walked your ass from over here to the Third Ward back to Hollywood to go see your dad. I was like, yeah, you know, my cousins stay. My grandmother owned like 85% of the block. She owned 85% of the properties on the street.
Okay.
So, you know, my dad, in my eyes, my family, you know, he was huge in our village, you know what I'm saying? He was loved, and my mother was loved, and like was looked at like no different, you know, to say that this was our liberty world.
Right,
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but, you know, when they separated, it was time for that separation to happen. And like sometimes people got to go into their own individual corners and get it right, you know?
But you know, kids though, the reason why I always ask that too is because kids they don't understand the fears of grown-ups. So even if a parent turn around and try to explain to them in a decent manner where they still try to love both parents, I always tell my kids, I say, you're not going to understand till you get your own kids, till you're grown, and really understand the fears of what men and women go through. So that's the reason why I like to ask that, because there's so many people watching it who are single parents who don't know if they need to stick into it for the kids, or should they split up, or how is this going to affect the kids. Some people are selfish where they're not thinking about the kids. Just like, you know what, we'll be okay. There's so many single parents who are okay.
You know what? In a lot of situations, will is stronger than love. You know what I'm saying? You can love a car, but are you willing to keep it? you know, and take care of all the maintenance that comes with it. I love this car, but am I willing to deal with the bills that come with the maintenance? So in relationships, I think those are a lot of things that works with that as well. Will is stronger than love. Are you willing to tolerate some things that come with the relationship? You know, a lot of kids don't process that their parents had lives before them.
Right.
And that is another something, you know what I'm saying? He may be just filling himself out at this growth spurt of being a young adult. Now I'm a parent.
Right.
So, you know, that's a lot. You know what I mean? That's a lot. And I like to remind my kids that, you know, your mother had a decision about her own life when she decided to get on the table and have you. I don't know if you noticed or not. That's a very, very big sacrifice, more than your father. She could have lost her life that day on bringing you into this world. So let's start there first, right? I start there with my kids, and I start with them young, so they can just process what sacrifice really, really means, because I think they can look at their parents a little different. You know what I'm saying? And that allowed me, like I said, my father used to talk to me like a grown-ass man. You know,
so that's why you do that with yours.
I do. But I ain't gonna lie, though. I end up adopting something differently to my son, because I just didn't want to pour so much on him. So I dropped to one knee and I talked to him at his eye level, so I don't appear so huge with my voice talking down to him. So I get on his level on one knee and I talk to him.
How old was he?
Right now he's 11.
Okay.
But these conversations started happening when he's 4 or 5. He's so smart. He's, you know, I know all people say about their kids, but my wife is brilliant, right? So my son, I could see that he's smart, a different type of smart for me to see as somebody that age, right? So I'm in the process of being a father, but at the same time, youthful enough to observe and want to eat that up myself and learn so much from him and us collectively as a family. You dig?
Yeah, because there's no handbook to parenting at all.
No, it isn't.
And people don't understand that it's just a try and go.
It isn't a handbook, but our grandparents were the guideline. That was the standard. And I think the standard has just been carved out. You know, whether it's about old age or it's from being disconnected. And I think it's not fair. You know what I'm saying? We don't have a rule book, but there's a standard. Can't confuse, there was a standard. When you went to your family reunions, if you ever had family reunions, you got to know cousins. They taught you how to interact with people.
Right.
You know, that's my cousin. Oh, I can't like her like that. She look good. You know what I'm saying? so you learn certain things at these family reunions and these connections. And this was a standard. I can't forget this because I had a chance to do it. You know, not to be so awkward meeting new people and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So these were lessons that are not here today for the majority of us, how we grew up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So.
But the generation that we're in now, there's too many broken households, because the majority of people that sit where you sit, I want to say 90% are raised in single-parent households, usually by the mom, while the dad is gone off somewhere and so forth. It's a handful of people who had the opportunity, like myself, who had both parents in the household and had that upbringing. You know what I mean? And I'm like, how can we change that? Is it that people are thinking more about themselves and not about their child, you know, the children that are bringing into this world, that it wasn't really, they didn't ask to be brought here? How can we stop that? How can we have both parents be more?
It's a big responsibility to live selflessly. That's a responsibility to just say, you know, I'm going to do this. It's a big responsibility for a man to say, I'm going to be a father. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to stop my whoring in these streets. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to stop all this and focus on this one particular soul that saw me.
It's not impossible.
I don't want to, if I misspoke, thanks for correcting me. I'm just saying that the flesh is weak, and it take being in control of yourself and not living on autopilot. You know what I'm saying? It's you have to know the value of less is more.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't think nothing about nothing until I found out who God was. Other than that, all that other stuff, man, you could get it. When I'm in them streets, you could get it. It didn't matter who it was. You know what I'm saying? What night it was. If I catch you slipping, I'm at your house. You know what I'm saying? I'm hanging out and if you got a sister, my homeboy with me. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it went down. And most people, if y'all don't want to tell the truth about it, that's the way we was young. When you're a young man, now you might have had a dad. My dad taught me that. He was over his girl house when I was over mine. You know, this is some fathers. Let's be real. They brought a lot of plates to my house. Women brought plates and dropped them off, and mixtapes to my dad's house, and we hung out and, you know, basically, and watched him, you know, as the girls come through and bring plates. Different girls, different days. And then I learned from him. Later on, I started hanging out. You know what I'm saying? This is real life. Now, for me, now everybody might not came up like that. 'Cause I'm a country dude, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But that's the way it was. Like, you were getting at the girls, and if you didn't get the girl, oh, you was considered weak. You know, that nigga ain't got no women. The first thing you ask a young boy when he coming to what? Man, you got a girlfriend, youngster? You know, like the kids, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's what I found myself doing my boy like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, hey, you got a girlfriend yet? He'd be like, nah, daddy, nah. You know, that's the way they start off. And then you be trying to tell them, don't be having too many girlfriends.
I ended up living with my mom, so I saw it differently. I didn't want my mom treated like just an extra little chick.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I saw it differently, you know what I'm saying? So I didn't have a bunch of girlfriends.
So you didn't have none?
If I dated a girl, I dated
With
her.
that girl.
Now, if I was single and I, you know, like I wasn't in a relationship, then I probably dated some.
Yeah.
But to be like, that's my woman, I didn't have more than one woman. Like, that's my woman at one time. I had my mother when my mom, my dad separated. I treated women like how I wanted my mom to be treated.
Really?
Of
I
course.
wasn't like that.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I'm not.
You know what I'm
I'm not knocking. I'm just trying to tell you that's how it
Was
felt.
you like
Yeah.
that?
Well, I'm sitting here and I have such an amazing life here because you had a mom and dad. I'm like, damn, I wish I had that. Like,
You
what the
special,
hell? I missed
you
that
know what I'm
on
saying?
I'm just keeping it funky,
No,
man.
I like the real the truth, but I'm just.
Yeah, but don't get me
funky.
wrong. My mom she a real deal, but like, it's nothing like having a mother and a father there.
Yeah.
Because they provide different types of parenting. A woman is emotional, get your kissy poo poo, and a man is stern with logic and discipline. It takes a culmination of both of those
It
things.
does.
See, that's why.
That's why you do it.
Yeah, that's why I talk to this man almost every day because he's experienced at having something that I never had.
Never had.
So I just pick up the cadences, you know, what's going on. Because sometimes I'll be like, Hulk smash. He'll say, smoke will. You know? Come on.
See, that's
And I
real.
totally
That's,
understand what you're saying. Sorry, babe.
go ahead.
Because I used to always wonder about it. I'm like, how can a man go out here and treat all of these women this way when they have a sister at home or they have a mother at home, but they're out here treating other people's.
I promise you. My mom a date. I be like, man, I don't like this fool, man. And she be like, you 14. I'm like, I don't like him. Why you? I just don't get me wrong. This just what I feel. He a duck. Like I don't like something about him ain't right. You hear me? Like, and if he treating you more than what I'm feeling, you could check me as your son. And I think that's what it was. I saw what my mom went through with my dad. I saw what my mom went through dating. So I think it might have trickled to say that's what I've learned from my mother. I don't want to treat a woman like I want to treat a woman like I want my mom to be treated, right? So that was just me. I'm not saying that was the best way, the wrong way. I'm just saying like that's how it was. So I never had two girlfriends like to.
Never?
No, sir. When I say like I'm dating this person and I'm keeping it funky, I wouldn't tell a woman, this woman A, woman B, these are my girlfriends, but it's still, I wouldn't do it. I keep it funky with you and let you know that I got, you know, I want to date. You know what I'm saying? Why not keep it clean with her? She's. If I want a friendship with her,
Right.
I was taught to have a friendship. You know what I'm saying? I believe in quality over quantity. I'm not knocking gentlemen that saw different. I just think that I don't have time to remember all these birthdays and all this other stuff going on. She like me. If she saw me, I saw her for real. You know what I'm saying? Because it took a special kind of woman to see me. That's how I felt.
Yeah.
And that was just me. And I'm happy that I did what I did because I didn't waste them type of energies. I knew then as a kid, like, man, you can lay with all that there and you got to carry all the energy that come from all them women.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She might be dating a killer. She might be dating this one here guy, AIDS. This one here, you don't know what's out there. And like I said, my dad would talk to me like a grown ass man, bro.
AIDS. this was before AIDS come out. Let me just tell you, I'm an old nigga. It was a time when there wasn't no AIDS, okay? It was here, but they didn't talk about it probably. You know what I'm saying? Before Eazy died. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You gotta understand, this was a time for me. I'm an old cat, so I'm telling you, before, there was a time when there was no AIDS, and pretty much people didn't talk about them, and you just trying to holler at the girl.
Oh, for sure.
And this is what everybody doing. If you watch Straight Outta Compton, that's what Eazy and them were doing. They ran out that room, and he had all the girls and all that. They were just showing you that time before people was talking about AIDS. Once Mike, I think, Magic got it.
Johnson, yeah.
Magic, but did Eazy get it for Magic or Magic got it? One of them.
Magic got it first.
But Magic evidently done beat it with money, but still. Back then, when this happened, I thought that nigga was dead when they told me about it. You know what I'm saying?
Magic?
Yeah, heck yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you this. People didn't really pay attention. Magic was the campaign for AIDS.
Wow.
So somebody in this skin looking like you, this could happen to you. Who was the campaign in other races for AIDS at that time? Okay, that answers that. Secondly, the campaign got quiet when Magic was able to find that cure.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Real talk.
So that's a whole nother conversation.
That's a real conversation,
Yeah.
though. That makes sense.
Yeah, like man, like most people, if like we talk about a lot. If you tell me they robbing around the corner, and I take my happy-go-lucky ass around the corner, that's on me. I might got to get that. But if I listen to you, what's wrong with listening to you? You got love for me. I'm gonna take that and run with it. That's how I felt about dating. I was dangerous. You could date the wrong girl. She didn't tell you she got old man. You dead because. You know, he tender tip, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, like.
But once you get up, be older, you meet up with No Limit and all that. And I'm not gonna get in music with my wife. I'm gonna bring Trill Talk on here, but there's a lot more temptation once you start to traveling and going to all these different shows and hanging out with all these different people. People got all this stuff. You smoking on this, you popping this. You know what I'm saying? How did you fight the temptation then? I almost want to say Fiend the choir boy, because you got me over here.
Hey man,
he's a real good dude. You know what I'm saying?
I'm from a space.
But he had a good example.
He different. He different, man. How'd you deal with it?
I love making music. I'm not perfect. I'm not gonna tell you that I didn't bump my head. I love music. If you wanted to see me or date me, you had to bring your ass to the studio. My life was in
studio
there. I wanted to change the trajectory of wealth in my family. So this is where my head was at. I had blinders on me. I wanted to get my mom a house. I wanted to get us out the goddamn ghetto. I wanted to help my dad, get off and the things that he was fighting. I wanted to change the trajectory of wealth. So I was just, man, I was engulfed in that.
Man, focus.
So so that's where I was at. So I didn't get caught up and my brother did a lot of things in the street, so I wasn't impressed with a lot of stuff. So when it did come to this and the No Limit time, I used to be like, I'm good. I'm good. Y'all can go ahead. I'm gonna stay in the studio.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm on so many damn songs. You know what I'm saying? Like, a nickel bag went sold in the park. I want in. You know what I'm saying? So that's what was, and I loved it because P was like, oh, you want to work? And I'd be like, oh, you're damn right I want to work. And he appreciated it because I didn't just show up for a job and we didn't talk about a job. There was some things that had to happen for me to get there. I could have went anywhere. I was already a success at home locally. I could have went anywhere. I could have did anything. I enjoyed the collaborations with KLC. Mia had almost was like an A&R, scouted me.
Yeah.
KLC kind of scouted me like an A&R. Cain and Abel got me on a song, and then we kind of KL brought me up there. P was like, oh, I'm a new guy here. First he was like, who is this dude you got in my studio? And then KL was like, nah, man, I think we need him. We can do some things. And it was over. I just didn't stop. I didn't stop, yeah.
Did you want to ask something?
Yeah, but whenever you first said you wanted to do music, did your mama ever said, no, not that career?
Man, so that's really trippy, right? I've been around UGK since I was 12 years old. Because of my mama saying, now look, you want to do music, and this is your brother's cousin, and he said he'd look out for you so you can go here, you can go hang out there. She let me have that opportunity because she knew I was serious about it. I played football in high school, right? My mom was like, you gotta make a decision. I can't be bringing you here, you got to make a decision to do music full time. You know?
That's good because most parents, especially not parents, most moms be always like, that's not no real career. You can't make no money under. There's too many people out there doing that.
Hey, my mom was the first person to call me Fiend when that was gonna be my stage name or whatever. This was my first cheerleader. She let me go on tours. I seen dudes throwing cocaine down their nose at 15 years of age, sitting on the couch like, okay, that's what they do. With a deck of cards or a single card, you know. And I didn't want none of that. I seen all this growing up. I wasn't. By the grace of God, I wasn't impressed by it. I seen it, so I wasn't impressed by it. So I was like, nah, I'm good. And they respected my space of like, he ain't really, you know, all that. You know what I mean? Like, my peace at where I'm at and my peace then was for the fact, I think, really off of my brother, my dad, seeing what my mom was overcoming. You know, my mom did hair in her house. You know what I mean? Like, we had a shotgun house. My mom would she worked domestically, cleaning homes, come home and do hair for, you know, for the ladies. And I'm sitting up there, my mom doing hair. These women walking over my bedroom to go get their hair done in the kitchen. So I used to see the things that my mom was going through. And if I didn't have that, I mean, who's to say? I think that was one of my biggest motivations to just want to change life, period.
The thing that I want to know, because it seemed like you have a lot of things maxed out from a young age coming all the way up. You already knew what you wanted and knew what you didn't want and so forth. But I know the devil comes at us in different ways. He always finds a weakness somehow to come at you. So tell me about a time when you were younger, something that came at you and really, you know, stumbled you a little bit, but you still overcame it.
What made me stumble and I overcame? I was a young man and got abducted. Right? I was laying in a house with 12 other men, duct taped up, and I'm seeing silencers being put on gun and everybody's about to be murdered in this house. Right?
How old were you?
I had to be 17, 18. And I realized that I couldn't control this, and this was just off affiliation.
Wow.
Right? I could have went home. I was driving home, going over the bridge, going to return my mom's twin, her sister car, right? Going to bring my Auntie Maggie car back. I don't want to be mad with me. She let me use the car for a little bit. And I get this page, and I look at the page, and I'm like, well, damn, I can go home and call back, or do I just turn right back around? I said, man, I need the money to pay Ice Mike. He producing beats for me, right? Yeah. Let me go back and get the money. I could get back doing my thing. I turn back around. I pull up to this house. And I see, I pull up to the house and I see somebody kind of like jog off, you know? I'm like, man, who scary ass done ran? You know what I'm saying? So I get out the car, boom, close the door, walk up to the door, knock on the door. Oh, all right, man, walk on the door, gun to my hip, Fiend, don't say nothing, I'll kill you right now.
I'll call you by name.
I swear to God, I'll kill you right now.
You knew who it was too?
Of course I did.
Okay.
Right? So I was like, okay. Wow, he walked me to this bedroom, opened the door, all I heard was
tapes.
You know, these cats being duct taped, and I was just like, you know, like, shit, right? I'm next. I'm getting tape put on me. I'm being laid on the floor next to these men. All these men were older than me, right? And I'm just laying. I'm laying there, right? I remember what I had on and everything. You know what I'm saying? So I'm laying there, and I'm so mad with myself. I can't express it. Right? I'm just mad with myself that my mama gotta discover me like this. You know what I'm saying? I'm so pissed with myself. Oh, I'm so pissed with myself.
That's all you can think about.
That's all I can think about. My mom opened up the obituary. I'm so pissed with myself. You know what I'm saying? While everything is going on, I'm damn near blocking out because I'm infuriated with myself. And I'm like, you could have went home, right? And I'm pissed for the fact that this person could have not contacted me, right?
Choices.
Man, bro. So I lay there, I'm laying there, and I'm like, I'm just gonna pray, you heard me? I'm just gonna pray. In the midst of praying, I hear one guy tell a guy, man, nobody ain't gonna discover y'all for a minute. You know what I'm saying? You know, I heard the silencer get on the gun and let one round off. It sounded like that, you know what I'm saying? Into a pillow, you heard me? And like, I'm like, okay, nobody ain't gonna hear this neither, you know what I'm saying? So I went to praying. I was so discombobulated, I couldn't complete an Our Father prayer or Hail Mary. Funny thing, I was mixing them together, you heard me? Our Father, Hail Mary, I was running them back and back, you heard me? I'm laying there and I'm like, man, like, okay, like, I wasn't even like, I don't even think I had a chance to be scared. You know what I'm saying? Not on no big boy. You know, it was happening so. I couldn't get scared. It happened so fast, right? So I'm just landing like, man, ain't this about something, right? And then I'm seeing one person in there that I know that has been living a certain lifestyle, so they're not gonna hesitate to burn his ass up, right? So who's gonna have favor of us or have reserve for me? What's gonna make me so special right now? And by the grace of the Creator, some other things happened. I got beat with a bat. You feel me?
How did you get out of that situation?
We'll have to talk another time.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
But you did make it out.
I'm here today.
Man,
You know,
that's something else. Because somebody hear that story, you don't supposed to be here.
But it showed that you have choices every day. Whenever you know the devil gonna come at you in 100 different ways. He knows our weaknesses. You have to know. Okay, something as simple as just a phone call. You're not expecting all of that. But each and every time when we divert from whatever we intended to do, you know that it's something. Anything can happen.
The reality of it, these gentlemen was bickering amongst themselves that I was in the company of, right?
Wow.
And they were spending money and had someone investing, and they wasn't getting the work done. And they were bickering amongst themselves, and they was not taking this money being spent being serious, right? One of the greatest lessons I've ever encountered, right? And the reality, so you ain't gotta wait till part 2, it was end up being a lesson, right? I never favored myself to say, oh, if I wasn't there, you know, I just kept informing myself that by the grace of Creator, my ancestors end up being a lesson.
A lesson learned.
Right? Because the lights went dark, right? And I realized that I wasn't as taped up as tight as I thought.
Oh.
Right? So I sat in quiet, untaped, and took it off and sat in quiet, just sitting there while these men was just, you know, like these dudes were begging for their lives, bro. Like it got serious. The guy was like, hey man, you guys owe me some money, man. Which one of y'all family members love you enough to come bring me my money? You know what I'm saying? I'm seeing grown men begging, pleading for their lives, right? I'm seeing grown men saying, let me call my girlfriend, right? Like, that's wild. You got to call and endanger your woman, right? To get you out of here. Like, I saw this. It made me bite my tongue and shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
And it made me grow up quick to know that I don't care how bad you are. I don't care how not bad you are. You could fall into some shit. You know what I'm saying? And it ended up being a lesson, and I just was like, this is trippy. And I saw a life in front of me, and I knew from there on, you know what I'm saying? Is it that worth it to you just to be around this? You know what I'm saying?
So it's the same thing to Smoke D. Like, what's something that it's transpired in your life, and I don't know. You don't know where to start. He like, I don't know. I just don't know where to start. You know what I'm saying?
Like at a time in your life where you came to a roadblock, or you came to a stumble, you came to a place where you shouldn't have been, or you came to a place where you had a
changed
choice.
his life.
It changed
Yeah.
your life.
Probably like
And how you overcame, because you're still here right now. So you overcame it. Because people are watching this show, kids are watching this show, adults are watching shows that's going through choices right now that could end them up in a casket.
A place I shouldn't have been. I guess it depends on, like for me, it was a lot of places I shouldn't have been, but the first place I can remember that I shouldn't have been is pulling a gun on my stepdad at age 8.
8 years old?
Yes, ma'am. To protect my mom, right? My family come from a family of pistol shooters and guns and mean, old country way type deal. And the men are the protectors. We're not allowed to look below the waist of the women in our family. It's a no-no. And I'm just what I was raised to be, a protector, So, I mean, that's any child, any male child or any child. Someone hit your mom, you had an understanding of a child. And, you see people with guns around you, you understand what guns can do. And so I guess I was kind of like, it was more of a mental incarceration, trying to figure things out that I didn't understand, and my mind couldn't register them. because I didn't know what it meant. I didn't know the word to go with, you know, PTSD or whatever it was. So that was kind of my first understanding of fear, because at age 8, I was fearful, but then, like, I knew in my heart I was going to shoot him. I feel that way now, but my mom didn't let me. She got in front of my mom back there. What's up, Mom? Yeah, she got in front of him. And that confused me. You know, as a child, okay, if not just somebody's beating your mom up, you won't kill him. Why are you standing in front of somebody that's beating you up, right? But it wasn't about him, it was about me.
You. Mm-hmm.
And it took me years. And so those kind of traumatizing things, they like, psychologically, they just put you in a place, so you already kind of just set up based on the way the system has your neighborhood, the social security, all of these things, systematic things set up in play to even aid, you know what I'm saying, and be a catalyst for you to get, you know, to a place to where you can, you know, be served a bad way of life.
That's something. The whole time you're saying that, it's the only. He always tell me I watch too many movies. I'm like, I've seen that in a movie. Exactly what you just described.
Really?
Where a kid will pull a gun on the stepdad or the boyfriend or whoever, and the mom went in front, and he was mad. The same thing. Exactly the same thing.
She was trying to prevent him throwing his life away off of raw emotion.
Exactly.
And reacting off of raw emotion. You know what I'm saying? She was willing to save your life, and through no matter what you just experienced, you were still more important than that situation.
But you know what, bro? She fixed it's here. I mean, we was just downstairs. You seen how the dudes came in. We was just here. I'm just saying this because I'm a real-time thinker, right? Now, I noticed the man that's sitting there, and he done took a drink, and the drink done took him. See? So he figured he's smooth, and he debonair to where he see a bunch of women over here. Maybe he drunk, maybe he blind, or whatever he is, but he came wrong. His spirit was wrong, absolutely wrong. And I reacted in a way that I don't want to react no more. You know, that incarceration, it took my smiles, it took the emotions that I wanted to use. My mom ain't give us no hugs. We ain't got time for no hugs. You better, you know.
Because she's trying to raise men.
Right. We couldn't come back home with a loss. You go out there and you win. Don't come back home losing. You know, and that puts you in a situation to where, you know, it's unnatural. Because my father should be telling me that, not her. And she, God bless her soul, and broke daylight to be dark to provide a way for us. And we had a great life. My mom full of bread, but it wasn't here. She didn't have time. She spent time working. And I got, you know, whoever she was mad to, I had to be scared of him until I was 16. Then I really tried to kill him. Like for real, to the point she had to leave him, right? So it's that kind of aggression that's carried over from a childhood trauma to a situation right now. I don't like to play. It's a bunch of women over here, and here you come, yo, drunk behind over here, sliver, go gobbling. Man, you better go.
Yeah, go.
You
don't even want this.
And I don't want to be like that, bro.
No, I get it, man.
A more diplomatic way to handle situations when I perceive them as a threat, right?
But let me ask you a question, and this goes to all of you. Do you think in situations like that, it would have been helpful or hurtful? Because when you're dealing with boys, it's a thin line, especially with a woman. You don't want to turn them soft. You're trying to make them into men. But like to turn around and explain to a child, you know, the reason why I did this is because of this. I don't know if your mom explained to you at that moment in time. Of course, after, you know, she de-escalated the situation, it's not because of him, it's because of you.
Right.
You know, did she explain that at that moment in time? Because communication isn't usually never there in the black family.
I'm not sure. My mom is mean as a bag of
Well, then, yeah, because you get your ass whooped doing that.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, you doing
right.
that. That right there get your ass whooped.
I'm not sure. I think I just figured it out.
Well, first of all,
like I didn't.
No, the reason
what
why
you doing grabbing that damn gun anyway? You gonna get my granddad and them and grandma and them whoop you for doing anything. You gonna get a whooping even though you done it. And your brother too if he were with you. Whoever in there can get it. You know what I mean?
Right.
At 8, oh man, everybody getting a whooping. And the dog too. Whoever, he get hit, all that. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I get it, you know, mom didn't explain it. My mom shot at my dad I was 5, so I get it. You know, like I was standing there. Well, I was like 4.
But if we're not left with our own imagination and trying to figure stuff out, because a lot of times, even as adults, when somebody do something, say your spouse, and she reacts a certain way, in your mind you're thinking that's the reason why, but it's really not the reason why, and that can make you react differently instead of actually coming to her and say, why did you do that? And having her explain herself honestly. You know what I mean? It's miscommunication in any situation, in any household that causes, that outcome. That's the reason why I was asking that.
Yeah. Tim Smoot used to say communication rules the nation. And you have to have patience to want to have that.
Exactly.
Some people don't feel like they're obligated to tell you nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Because of what they learned.
Yes.
Their parents didn't
Correct.
talk to them. So
Correct.
why am I trying to do this to you?
Correct.
Come on, man. We can talk about this music, man. This Trill Talk, no pill talk, man. This guy right here, #1 blogger in Texas. He gonna put us out there. You know what I'm saying? I know how to get on his page. I just bring him on the show.
Right.
He gonna repost us all day long. You know what I'm saying? The whole conversation, because he think he got some good questions and answers. Nah, I don't usually give you now. That's over with. You know what I'm saying? You just gonna sit here and act right today and talk to these guys, man.
I heard you, man.
How you doing, Trill Talk, no pill
Good,
talk?
man. I'm good. How y'all doing, man?
Say, man, we finna get into the music. This dude here is a music guru. He studied both of y'all. I ain't never seen nobody can break it down like him and GD down there, GDP. These two guys right here is my #2. 1 and 2, how I go to different, I'm in Louisiana and Texas and Mississippi too. He right there on you. Whatever he doing, he done seen it. So we about to get into it, man. You being from the No Limit era, you being from the UGK era, you know what I'm saying? Listen, man, we love y'all, bruh. So we about to get into this music, man. So how did you first link with UGK, Pimp C, Bun B?
Short story even shorter. I had a friend that rapped from Crystal Springs, Mississippi, named Telly Funches, and he was a part of a group called the Black Knights. They got a deal with a guy named Cal Burden out of Lansing, Michigan, Crazy Cal Records. And so I was in the streets, but these were my partners that I hung with. And, they wanted me to come for one reason or another. Short story even shorter, we got there, we did the EP, and he had a little son named Calvin Jr. that was crying, and he wanted to do a song, but, he's a child, nobody's paying attention to him. So I just took, like the kids, and we made a song. And they listened to the song, they were like, you all really do this for real. Like, no. And the name of the song was like the first song I ever made called A Pimp Mac Hustler.
Okay.
But I put his son in the intro. You remember the old Tootsie Roll Pop?
Come on, man.
I made some street stuff to that. We came back down south, and they had a club called Underground in Jackson, Mississippi, and just so happened the Underground Kings was coming to the Underground. So I had a packet. Back then they used to put the photo, the cassette tape, and I put a little weed in there that I had from Michigan that nobody knew existed yet. So I, gave it to Stokes. Shout out to Stokes, Kevin Stokes, club promoter, show promoter, Mississippi. I gave it to him, and he gave it to them. And so, back then they had the pages and whatnot. We riding around and working off the pager. And he asked me to come to the club. And so when I came to the club, I'm thinking, okay, somebody wants some of this good new weed I got, right? And so when I got there, big security guard dude, I look up, come on, whoa. I go out to the back, I get in the limousine, okay, let me see. I get in on this door, it's a girl here, it's a girl there, it's a girl there. Bond is over there on that seat, Pimp is here. And so they were listening to the music, right? Smoking. Me, I'm thinking they want to smoke something. I'm still on trying to get my money. So I pull out some extra, got the girl, she rolling it up. And he played the songs, and he played the song I did with the little child. He was like, well, who is this? And he said, man, that's Jam. You want to come to Texas for a couple of weeks? Yeah. But I had to ask my mom because I was in college, right? I ended up going for 2 weeks and ended up staying 2 years. And, I moved in with Pimp because I was from Jackson. So I stayed with him 2 years, and in that process, I learned how to produce. He showed me a lot of stuff about the music because I have a way with words, like, double entendres and whatnot, if you will. So a lot of the times when we was in there creating, I was able to help him with hooks. You know what I'm saying? Like The Policeman Are Your Friend.
Yes, sir.
Stuff like that. I was there. just sounded like one day I was there. Because we shared music. I had my own talent, but not like his, you see? And he helped me enhance what I was doing.
Wow.
So that's how it began. The first song that UGK ever had was the front, back, side to side.
Yeah.
And that is what led me back to Mississippi, to the jealousy and the resentment and the jail time.
Yeah, we're gonna get into that. Wow. Yeah, I want to hear about that. But you said something earlier. You said that you were some kind of way cousins with which one, Bun or Pimp?
No,
or somebody on the camp.
DJ Lil Daddy. He's known as Baby T.
Okay,
right?
And Lil Daddy used to come down there too.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
my mom was like, Baby T, your brother Kevin, this is his cousin. You know what I'm saying? And my brother had different fathers biologically, but my dad, rest in peace, you couldn't tell him Kevin wasn't his own.
Already, that's where it be.
So he was like, he let me come around. And just so happened that Lil Daddy would go hang out by Devious, he'd meet by Devious, and UGK be meeting him over there. I didn't have the honor of meeting Smoke at the time, but it was Bun and Pimp, you know what I'm saying? And I was just like a student. And
how old were you?
I had to be anywhere between 12 and 14.
Wow, you were very young.
Yeah, and I was just a kid in the corner just listening, observing. You know, I just knew this was a
soaking up game.
Oh man, like
that's what they call it.
But you was rapping back then too, wasn't you?
I was writing, you know, but I wasn't like, you know, I wasn't, you know, busting nothing for nobody. Yeah. I just loved it so much, and I just was just chilling, like I said, soaking up game, and my cousin was like. He used to hear it. Baby T used to hear it. Lil Daddy used to hear the rhymes. Yeah. But past that, I just was out of respect. I was, you know, I'm gonna just be quiet, let these men do their thing. And I was telling Bun earlier, I was like, you know, before I can finish it, he was like, he said, I'm saying, like, you know, you just never know who's gonna be who. Yeah. You know what I mean? Oh my God! Years later, bro, I was in the tattoo parlor. About to get No Limit Records tatted on my arm, right? Mac had just got out.
Shout out to Mac.
Shout out to Mac Phillips. He just got out the chair. I got in the chair. It was like I got a call from the studio, and it was like, you're doing your album Does When They're a Family, and I was just tripping like. They're like Bun and Pimp here, man. We're gonna do a song for you on your album. I sprung out the chair. You'd have thought they had springs that pushed me out the chair. Jumped out the chair, jumped in my car, hauled ass. To the No Limit Studios and knocked out Down South Slanging, which is Slanging with UGK, part of UGK, you know, Smoke was there. And yeah, bro, like, it all is super trippy to me, you know, to this day. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you do have choices. Yeah. You know, God will protect you, the ancestors will definitely protect you, but you got to play your part too.
Right. Man, so this front, back, side to side, man, you know, that's one right there for the record, like, how was it like even, you know, putting that song together?
I gotta thank God for DJ Bird. That
okay, shout out DJ Bird.
Shout out DJ Bird.
Yeah.
Smitty, I'm sorry y'all couldn't make it, bro, but we're gonna keep moving. I didn't know what Pimp was doing to me at the time. He was tricking me in the training. Like, I don't know how he did it. He never liked anything I did. Oh, that's boo-boo.
That's the same thing Boosie said. Say everything he done wasn't good enough.
That ain't jamming. You know, he just had that way about it. But the kind of love he showed me, though, you know what I mean? And as I watched things grow, because you got to understand, before any of the stuff materialized and grew, I was there. It's like stuff I forgot. And so we were in New Orleans. Ira Burris was his name, I believe. I don't know what the Gumbo Funk Studio. We was at some studio situation.
I think I heard that name before.
Yeah, and they're like, he had all the executives. Like I said on other interviews, they had the Titans in there playing games. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, for one reason or another, they had me in a corner situation, and they was like talking to me. Yeah, you know, talking like they was trying to make a deal with Pimp. He snapped out. Y'all get away from blah, 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 blah. You know, he really went on. Bird, Smoke, we gonna do it. Bill wants you to come in and do a verse. A verse? I went in there, and I was like, you know, like Pippi Longstocking, tight white interior. You know what I mean? So DJ Bird, like he tried it once, he tried it twice. Man, he ain't got the energy. DJ Bird took me out there. We was drinking. Shout out to DJ Bird, Crazy Horse.
Yeah.
He had a beer called Crazy Horse, a red horse on it.
Yeah, I remember that.
Oh man, we got out there. He put them cables on me. I come up in there, man, like a bull. What is it? Who? What? And I went and I just let my energy go, man, and then it turned into a hit for us.
It was. Right? It was great.
Yeah, and I owe all of that to DJ Bird, man, because he is really like the glue. He still is and was like the glue to everybody. Every situation, he just brought happiness and love to it. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna trip you out.
That's crazy.
I was working as an A&R for Atlantic Records, right? And Pimp had just came home. T.I. was working on the album. And Mike Karen was like, man, what can we do for T.I. knowing UGK together like this? I said, let's get them to redo a UGK song, right?
Wow.
Right? Check this out. I was talking about stroking some work, you hear me? I said, man, so the guy with Pimp, they got Manny Fresh to redo front, back, side, and side. Got both of them on the song, you hear me? And that's crazy.
Wow. So you was there when they redone it?
Like in real time, like right now, I just gotta shake your hand.
Hey,
because they got me a check.
I already know. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Once I realized what I could be utilized for,
right?
I was able to do that at Atlantic Records.
Wasn't a little check either, bro.
I know better. I know what everybody got paid, Smoke.
Okay.
Right? I know what the budget was, Smoke.
Yeah.
You heard me? He didn't know a lot of people. I introduced him to Gucci. I was able to make moves for my people to get check stroked to them. You know what I'm saying?
That's what it's about, bro. Right. That's what it's about now. And like I'm just listening in this interview, the key point and the key thing that I call, because I'm more an observer than the talent being it, communication.
For sure.
Communication. If we can learn how to do that properly, then we can express ourselves in a more direct way. And you know what I mean? More than just text message or the fast super information, you know, put the phone down sometimes.
Actually talk.
That's it. Yeah. That's it. Trill Talk, what you know about FIEND, man? Let's go on.
You started out with Big Boy, right? Big Boy Records.
I started out actually with a brother of mine named Musa. He didn't yet have a name for his label. But Big Boy was my first independent success. Yes, it was. Yeah. Right.
Wow. Go ahead.
And then like from there, like you transferred, like you went to, I think it was No Limit after that. Like it was, this one that found it was year 2000?
No. It was May 5th, 1998.
98, yeah. Right. Yeah, and when you came up with that, like it was a change. Like I seen like really kind of you and Mystical kind of like y'all kind of bleeded together like a little bit, like on songs together, like the Snoop.
Yeah,
Wolf
that's
like
crazy. When I got the Big Boy records, Mystical pulled me in the back of the Chuck, the owner of Big Boy Records. He pulled me in the back of his house, and he realized I was a new guy at Big Boy Records. He enjoyed the Baddest Motherfucker Alive single, and I remember, I'll never forget this. He had the nylon undershirts they get from Soul Train, you heard me? Yeah. He had some khakis on. He was like, he rolled a little joint. He like, man, you gonna run this thing, dog. You heard me? I'm telling you, dog, you crazy. I heard your single, man, me and you about to run this thing. And I was like, just met him my first time meeting him, right? I was like, bro? And so we ran it, and that was that. The Big Boy Records, I couldn't get it off like I wanted to. Sice gave me the production that he can give me at the time, but I know we could have went more in depth.
Yeah, that's what I said. Like that's why I asked about the Mystical thing, because I know he was over there too, and it seemed like I was like, how did that? You know, like from y'all transferring over there, and then y'all like rejoining back when y'all got.
I was helping. Believe it or not, I was like bringing tracks in, instrumentals in, and I like this, and Sice might like it, and every once in a while, don't get me wrong, he did his own thing, but certain things I was discovering, like, you know, I had A&R potential, then picking out tracks. I did writing where whoever may needed writing for at the time, however to play my part, not 100% of the bodies, but just, you know, increments of stuff, right?
I know what you mean.
Right, so No Limit was different because he had this audience and he had this. He tapped into his sound with Beats by the Pound.
Yeah.
And I was working with another company that was looking to do a third-party deal. And he was like, you know what I'm saying, he's not really into doing third-party deals. I had to respect his mind for that, you hear me? But he had an amount that he wanted, if we could match it, that he'd be willing to do it. We walked in that $250,000 cash. He saw we were serious. And I did Don't Fuck Around for the Body soundtrack, and everything else was over.
Yeah.
Man,
You took the next question. That's what I asked about the Don't Fuck
Hey
Around.
Ray, hey, listen, A-Ray on the track, man. I just interviewed him, man, and I want to say, man, you're a dope dude, bro. Like, listen, man. Let me tell you something, man. God is good, bro. Like when me and this dude got the interview and it ain't came out yet. But it was crazy because I was coming to see you, within days. Me and you been talking,
right.
And for the story that he told me, man, on this show, is crazy, man. You know, God confirms things when you linking with certain people, and he kind of confirmed that I needed to rock out with you through that. You know what I mean? He did that Glorilla, that song, but he told me about how you gave him his way out, out of the city, and helped him.
Oh, he told you about that?
Yeah, he told me about everything.
Everything?
That's about the good parts about him. He could have been in a lot of trouble, but you helped him to get his life together.
Right, man.
And that's the part that I really care about, because that's the part that counts.
Yeah. Shout out to Jackson, Mississippi, man. That's what I can say. Yeah, it's very dangerous for young guys out there right now, and so that's a part of what we do, philanthropical things. I have a 501c3 situation to where it allows me to involve myself in prison reform and voters registration and expungement, because I know that we're fighting an invisible war with silent weapons.
Yeah.
I know who the enemy is, right? And so you have to be pretty much, to get ourselves together and collectivize in the right way that we need to. Every black male, whether it's your child or not, you have to be sort of a street father, if you will, because there's no discipline, there's no male guidance, there's no rules. That's why the kids ain't scared of nothing. A-Ray had the real Yugoslavian hyenas hunting him.
Wow. The
real one, not, and so it's those kind of things, because I thrive in the ghetto. I thrived in there. I live in there.
Man, but
they respect me.
That's what you gotta understand. That's why you went through what you went through, and all the stuff you went through benefits those youngsters.
Shout out to A-Ray, man. Keep doing.
He working, man.
Keep putting the #1 tracks out, bro. If you can see this, man, that's what we talking about, bro. You ain't there no more. You know how to play it. You know how it go, bro. Thank you for shouting me out behind closed doors, and I'm gonna just give you respect openly.
That's hard. Well, it's coming out. It ain't behind closed doors. It's a video coming.
Oh, he did a video.
He did a whole interview with me.
Oh,
he gonna clip this and put part of that with that.
That's why I get it. Yeah, it just ain't came out yet, but he definitely did an interview.
Well, I know you're a man of God, so thank God.
I just know we talked, and it was on the up and up, bro.
You got the real. See, you wouldn't even say, like, most of the time people talk about people, they gonna go and run and say something nefarious or bad.
Yeah.
But when you can go and you can say, okay, somebody spoke good about you.
Yeah.
That's what we need, the communication. Somebody in that, and I'm honored in that way.
Yeah.
That's more payment than anything to invest in a person.
That's what. That's the part.
See it paid off like
right.
that.
Right.
Yeah, and to see that he's making moves, and he's flourishing in his career. He's trying to grow.
He still remembers.
Yeah, he didn't forget.
He didn't forget where he come from. That's for sure. Let's talk about that Riding Dirty for a second, man. Like, I need to understand, like, how that even happened. Your vocals was on there, and you was at the front of that thing, man. Every time it wouldn't have been. Would have been the same without it.
No. But see, first,
let's be real.
See, when I first heard that Riding Dirty, I was a little kid then.
Who you thought it was?
I thought that was Bun B.
Bun B. Yeah, Bun B.
And then after that, you know how people be talking, it was like, this Bun B brother, he locked up and all this. I'm like, dang, I don't know. You know, but it wasn't we didn't have no way to get the information.
We didn't know who the hell that was,
we
man.
just listened to them. We listened to the voice, they sound similar, stuff like that.
Right.
Then when I got older, they was like, that Smoke deal, you know, he was locked up and all that. And I'm like, dang, so he sent them, like back then you was able to send them, like.
Genius.
Yeah.
Well, no,
Genius.
that was I went through a lot of trouble for that.
Oh, yeah.
Let's just say it like that. Yeah. Let me see how this happened. I was in the prison, and like, let me say this, like, I was completely Smoke D. Like, Smoke D is still a part of me, but it's not the total circumference of who I've evolved to now, right? Let's understand that. But Smoke D kept getting me in trouble.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know about power. I had power to get people and influence them to move, but I didn't have the sense enough to know when, where, and how to do them, so it wasn't power.
Yeah.
And so, thank God I didn't have no control over my power. This wouldn't have not happened at the time because I had a DAT player, and I just sent them a DAT player to let them know I was doing okay. Pimp did. He was the one that took it and chopped it up. They was going to use a bunch of stuff.
One long.
It's one, yeah. It's a long, some DAT tapes out there now. Somebody hiding from me, and you know I ain't eat yet either.
Yeah.
So
You ain't eat yet.
yeah, so yeah, and it was that thing. I never intended it to be like that.
Just kind of happened.
I just sent it to him and let him know, man, I'm in here eating steak and shrimp. Nigga, what you talking?
So you just riding. You just riding and sending that out.
Yeah, I'm just in there.
In there.
I'm smoking. They treating me like a king. You know what I mean? I ain't have to do nothing. Really, you want this, you want that, because to them, I came in a celebrity.
Yeah.
Wow.
Right? And I misused it to a point to where,
Used for the wrong thing.
yeah, and then but I got it right though. I got my wrong right. I had no choice.
Yeah.
You know?
Fiend.
I was listening to him walking to school
Oh yeah.
on a cassette, and them interludes. I'm trying to tell you,
Right. They made the album.
bro. Listen, I'm walking to school because I didn't want to get jumped catching the regular bus. You get your ass jumped on the bus, you gotta kick that ass whooping. At least on your feet, you can. If you fast, you might right. So I had that cassette, walking to school, listening to GK. And I was like, yeah, bro, like that riding dirty. Here's another thing, I'm trying to tell you, around. I sat outside the House of Blues in my partner's white Lexus, and I wrote, which is a classic song to this day called "If I Don't Got Her." On Silk Shaka album, I wrote that off of Diamonds and Wood.
So you wrote that song?
I wrote it off of that. I sat outside in the car, wood grain steering wheel, on this white Lexus, my partner, white Lexus. He always wanted me to drive. I didn't know what the hell I was about. But shout out to Shane, and I'm sitting out, and I wrote that. I used to run it back. I had a knack for writing over other people's words. Like, would block out what you were saying, right?
When you think about it, them songs kind of sound similar now that you said that. Like, I'm talking about like forward the bass line.
I'm putting that out there to you. I'm trying to tell you, like, I'm saying, like, man, I did this with Outkast album. I did this Riding Dirty, that song, and it had to be done.
Right.
It had to be done. So that's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, to talk to you when we first met, I know you probably like, man, where this dude coming from? Like I said, you've been in here in my ears for a very long time. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So out of respect, I just wanted to just reciprocate. I've accomplished a lot of things off of certain spaces in my own life, me, God, and music.
Yeah.
You hear me?
How did you get your name, Fiend?
My partner Rivers out the 10 War, he thought my voice tone of rapping sounded like Rakim when we was young. And he said, Rich, bro, you need to be some kind of fiend, dog. You sound like you need to be like some kind of fiend, bro. You hear me? So I ended up going by Anti-Fiend. Go figure that, right?
Yeah.
So, and when I got the big boy, I had a session with Sice and his guitar player at Sound Service Studios, and we ended up dropping a single, The Baddest MF Alive, and we cut the Anti off, and that was Fiend.
Wow.
Yeah.
I gotta ask you another question because Boz will be upset with
That's
me.
my guy, bro.
Boz told me when I'm sitting down with No Limit people, make sure you ask them. Let's ask them what did I bring to the table? What did they think of me?
What did he bring to the table?
Yeah, what did you think of him?
Oh,
when you think of Boz, what comes to mind?
Man.
Big Boz, shout out.
Mr. Boswell brought to the table integrity. He brought another perspective of gangster. You hear me? Clean cut gangster. He brought a gentleman. He brought class. You know what I'm saying? He was wearing tailor-made clothes then. I saw guys looking at him thinking that his clothes were a little too snug. I'm like, you don't really get that stuff tailored. It was fit for him, and that's what he brought. You heard me? And the wisdom, man. Boz told me stuff like, it stuck with me, bro. Boz told me, say, FIEND, you know, a good soldier prepares for war during a time of peace. You hear me? You hear me? He used to just be putting, like, we used to have these one-on-ones. He used to just, he used to always keep it clean with me. And I think he got that. You hear me? Where I'm from, I was taught to be a hero and a monster. Everybody can't just see you and know everything you've been through. You can't wear everything. You can scare people off, bro. You know what I'm saying? And for the fact that if you don't know me on a dark street, you shouldn't know me on a dark street. You feel me? So Boz brought that to me, and it was okay. He made it okay. When I turned in Theirs When They're a Family, Boz reached me a car magazine and told me to pick me something out of there. You know? Wow.
Like I said, when we sit down and talk, I just know that's something. Every time I sit down with one of y'all, man, no matter which one it is, I say, I gotta ask, man. I started with Kale, and then, you know, even Kale, man, like when I was interviewing him in Baton Rouge, man, you was supposed to link, you know, he would talk highly about you.
Man,
love you, bro. Like you got a lot of love around you.
Hey, man, God, man, I'm so blessed. I've been preserved my whole life. That's why I don't want to play it off. I'm not being preacher. I ain't no preacher, I'm a reacher. I just want to keep it funky with people. Like, my brother passed away. My village took me under their wing, and I believe to this day they preserved me. Like, they protected me from all the BS that I could have got into, being miserable, that my brother died, and just sad and just down and out. And I think I want to tell that because they may have some people be trying to help people, and they may not be accepting the help. You heard me? I performed the American Music Awards, right? Now I had this Rolex dial, this Pave dial, flushed out Rolex, and a Jubilee band, this early, right? Boz looked at me and said, say, FIEND, your other wrist look a little dry, bro, you know? He took off a Cuban link. I ain't never seen a Cuban link, all right? Cuban link, it looked like water was laying on this Cuban link, bro. You hear me? And I know his quality, his taste of things. It wasn't to be played with. He spent $30,000 for a bracelet. This was, I know how he was moving, you feel me? That boy took this bracelet out and say, FIEND, put this on, you hear me? He said, ooh, and it fit? Yeah, man, go out there, rock it, you hear me? Rocked it, we did make it for American Music Awards. I came back, you know, like I was taught, I'm looking for Boz to give him the bracelet. He looked at me and said, man, you did your damn thing, man. I said, man, take this goddamn bracelet, you hear me? He said, nah, baby, you keep that, yeah. You keep that, man.
Wow, wow.
And that's the type of gentleman, not to say that he had to give, I mean, he was already dropping gems on me, and I didn't take that for granted, bro. He was somebody special then, bro. To grow up in New Orleans and to be this type of a man, this type of individual, to carry his own persona of who he was special then, bro.
Wow. And I gotta ask you this, what did you think about Snoop when he came over to No Limit?
Snoop, first of all, Snoop is the reason I feel that I know it was okay to get married and be here with my extraordinarily awesome wife, to know I could be married in hip hop. You know what I'm saying? I never would have thought I'd have got them lessons in hip hop. Rap music.
It's hard.
Snoop is the absolute shit to me. Snoop is gonna always
Snoop
be
number one all time.
Bro, he is the absolute end all.
Rapper?
He's more than rap.
Really? He done been here through all these generations. And he's still
not lyrics.
I'm saying not lyrics. I'm saying like just rough life.
Just to be clear,
I got a little caught up because I'm in the South, man. I'm in the South, man. I'm in the South, baby. I ain't gonna play with y'all in there. Don't do this. Don't come at me with
just to
this,
be
man.
clear, he's bigger than rap.
Yeah, he bigger than rap.
I agree with that.
When you think rap, you think
he's bigger than a conversation of lyrics. I want to tell you, Snoop overstood the concept of business, and that is something to praise him for. I know a lot of people that's cold as fuck, and they don't have their business in order.
Amen.
So I want to commend him for being an example of being cold but knowing how to balance these things are, bro. Who have you seen in your life, outside your household, your block, your neighborhood, politicians wise, that has been living his life in front of the camera all these years unapologetically, and him point somebody to me, and you have to point back to Snoop. Married, children, court, murder cases,
Coach the youth kids.
Come on, bro. We can go on and on. He has been selfless.
Yeah. He
has been selfless, bro. And he is so big. He's the Barry Gordy of hip hop on the West Coast.
A lot of people on. Like,
man, what?
Like from the 52 Savage, brought him out to his house.
Man, this guy,
like
he's his like whole family.
It's like he opened them with welcome arms like that.
Hey, bro, praise in abundance to Snoop Dogg, his wife, his family. Like, come on, bro. It is not easy to live in front of the camera, bro.
Like that.
I gotta come clean with you, man.
And to keep it like
come on, man. I'ma keep it clean, bro. The camera's always running, bro.
Yeah.
It ain't easy, man. Like, this is before the clicks was about My Life, Your Entertainment.
Yeah.
Let's keep it funky, bro. He's always lived in front of the camera. He's always was a pop star ever since Dre decided to put him on Deep Cover.
No, he definitely one of those guys, man. And it's not easy being in front of the camera. You know, like when I interviewed Ice-T, that was one of the things that he talked about. You know what I mean? Just that there's always a plot that people would love to see him. You know what I mean? See him be taken down.
Say it. Thank you.
That's what he say. He did that cop killer, and to change it over and be able to transform and still be getting money and knew all those people and came from the streets like he did. Yeah. They would love to bring him down off.
Shout out to Bun B. Shout out to Ice-T. Shout out to E40. That's what I'm trying to tell you. If our community don't acknowledge this, you know, go buy you some Snoop Dogg cereal. Go buy you some Snoop Dogg Masterpiece cereal. Go buy you some E40 wines. The noodles, sauce noodles, whatever he got going on, go support. What I'm trying to tell you is like these people are living fearlessly in a world where it is set up and designed for them to lose. Yeah, what you just said is real talk. That's what I want to tell you, family. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So when you come outside your house, you got to be ready for whatever. My Life, Your Entertainment. There's a consumer for everything. If it's about somebody's brains being put on the concrete, there's a consumer for that. Yeah. There's somebody at home clicking talking about, oh, I just love to see me some brains on the ground. You know what I'm saying? And that is the world we live in. Right. That's why I stay to myself, man, because I don't want to put this on my kids, my wife. I've been blessed to get to another aspect of where my spiritual footsteps are bigger than whatever I done yesterday. Yeah. So I like to keep it clean. Don't get me wrong, that's just me. I'm not making nobody, you know what I'm saying? But I got to keep it clean. I know that the camera's always rolling, so I always put it out there so you know that those options do exist.
Wow. So how was it working with Snoop on that song? Like, was y'all together?
It's amazing. It was amazing. Snoop was open-minded and just, you know, I remember the night he came in to Baton Rouge. Remember everything he had on. Keep in mind, I was a fan first. Yeah. I still remember chewing somebody's ass out, not literally. You feel me? Yeah. Behind them having my Doggy Style cassette, taking it to school, didn't want to give me my Doggy Style cassette back. I'm like, I gotta get my shit back, bro.
So you got it too. So man, I had a whole fight over that C murder.
See what I'm saying?
Over that C murder. I let somebody borrow my CD at Wiley College. I let him borrow my CD.
I'm gonna need that back.
Talk, really, I'm be honest with you. You used to be a bully in school, nigga. I heard about you. All that old I'm trying to get on here, nigga. You were bullying, nigga. Free shots, man. Let's talk about that for a second. I gotta talk about that.
Oh, for sure.
Free shots, you and Bun B.
You bodied that shit.
Man, I ain't even, listen, nigga, I got so excited at the mall when you sent me that. Well, I didn't even make it in the store for a while.
Man, we just shout out to D Trill, D Money, the whole collective. Shout out to TB. Y'all know I'm tired, man. I'm gonna get on the phone with y'all when we get through. Shout out to D Trill. They put it on the radio where I'm from this week, man.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, it was just a test of me because I produce along with a partner of mine, Jay Super. We kind of make music together. Shout out to Jay Super and Street Symphony. I wanted to see if it was gonna wake him up, bro. Honestly, like I have been sending my brother, like if you talking about UGK or you sounding like UGK, he not gonna mess with you. I'm just gonna tell you that now. So the old UGK, but see, I'm current, like with your eyes with Whoop Pimp, you know. And if I can hear the spirit of Pimp in it or do something, I shoot it to him. It's too much UGK in it, Smoke. You know what I'm saying? I don't, Smoke. I don't want nobody mimicking what we done. We gotta have new up age. Just gonna make son him that beat. I sung him the verse, and first time in 3 years he sung it back like the same day or the next day. And I was like, well, okay, this is it, because, you know, I wanted to see if it could be something that we could do today, and if we can do it once, possibly we can repeat it. And so he got on there and did his thing. We also have the NBA player that's on there that plays with the Portland Trailblazers from Austin, Texas, named Greg Brown. Mm-hmm. So it was like a double entendre to use basketball terminology to talk about street stuff because that afforded me the opportunity not to curse. You see?
Wow. And just a hard song, bro. Real talk, you can't beat it, man. Fiend. So what when you think about No Limit, man, and the move that they made, and then Cash Money coming from down in New Orleans, man, like y'all never did do anything together, like y'all not like
it didn't hurt. It didn't hurt,
But I would have loved. I'm a fan, so I get to give you my piece,
right?
You know what I'm saying? Let's be real. I would have loved to see some kind of tour.
We were.
I know it. I'm just giving it to him. Let me get it. I talked to Birdman. I talked to Birdman. I talked to these people, man. I'm trying to see when it's gonna happen.
Well,
man.
see, I can tell you what, UGK and No Limit, they ain't fighting no more. He and I got an EP together.
That's hard, man. Yeah. That's hard. When is it coming out?
We about a few more songs.
When is it coming out? I'm ready now.
I'm gonna let him. We'll a few more songs.
Tell him, man. We got a song he bought called "Make UGK Proud." You hear me? Like that's I'm trying to tell you, it's a full circle, man.
Well,
like,
you know me. I'm just a fan. I'm over here just fanning out.
Hey,
how was you able to work? Like you didn't work with a lot of different people. It seemed like it made me think it's easy to work with you, cause like you didn't work with Currency, Rough Riders, all that. So it's like,
Head Buzzers 369.
You see what I'm saying? So it's like, it just made me feel like
tell you this here, when I'm working with him,
with.
it's nothing like a person that's always working. He always working. That's what attracted me to him. That's what made me respect him when we can't get work done because he's doing so much work, and he's been in the industry in ways I haven't, right? Mm-hmm. And so I have to respect it up into the fact to where even I'm smart enough to know that I need some advice from this guy because of his travel. I miss mine, you see.
Mm-hmm.
You here today though?
Yeah, yeah. But at the same time, I have to be here today in a corrected way, and that takes pertinent advice from somebody that's experienced. See, you could tell me how to make $1 million. I'm not gonna listen to nobody. They ain't never did it, man. It don't make sense to me.
Easy.
You know what I mean? Because he done did it.
Wow. You gotta turn passion to profit. Like most people gets kind of like pushed away from they almost get talked out their game. You know what I mean? You know what you like, right? Yeah. And somebody trying to tell you what you don't like.
Right. Oh, it's a bunch of them. There's a bunch of them do that. That's about y'all in the South.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, they want to make me, they call me because I don't say certain people's name is the best. You got certain people that be like, man, you got a big platform. Everybody watching you, man. You got to stop saying that. No, nigga, this is what I've lived. I ain't changing.
Just to be clear, you know what I mean? They like to compare us a lot, bro. Comparison is the thief of joy.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Like I can enjoy that era of something. Don't get me wrong, of course people gonna have their favorites, but they keep wanting to compare. It just takes away the body of work. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not saying people are gonna stop comparing LeBron and Jordan.
They not.
Right? Knock yourself out. Yeah. But guess what? That was that man era. He existed as in that era to be great in that era. And today we have Bron. Let's enjoy him for what that is. You know what I'm saying?
But who was the best?
LeBron.
I can't even. I ain't got a dog in the race.
It's a matter of opinion.
It's a matter of opinion. It's definitely a matter of opinion. But that LeBron stuff, you can put that in your bag, homie. You know what I'm saying?
Like, jump all
I ain't gonna get on there, man.
I'm gonna tell you this. This is the funny thing about it. This how you know it's bad. They went to comparing. Okay, well, whose shoes you wearing?
That's
they let you know it's bad.
I get that all the time.
They let you know that. You ain't wearing Jordans like you wearing that, right?
They gonna say you got on Jordans, you got on LeBron.
That's true. That's exactly true. I agree with that. I exactly agree with it.
I agree with it, but what I disagree with is that we need to be saying, well, Fiend shoes, and let me wear some Fiend shoes.
I'm with that too. I'm with that too.
You know, all like.
I like that.
It's the systemic stuff and the stuff that they use. I mean, it's a holiday every month, bro.
Yeah.
Every freaking month. You never have time to readjust. It's gonna be Christmas. It's this. The thing of it is that we got to make our own holiday, make our own, think right. Stop, take them monkey ass chains off your neck, put them together, and help somebody.
That's real.
Getting on the flash, and you look like a chopped sandwich to me.
But see that for Smoke D to get to that spot, you know what I'm saying? You went through a lot. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these folks ain't never been through nothing. You done been through some things.
That's true. So I'm trying to tell you, like, so 25-year-old, right, is living 25-year-old what they think is the best version of their life. And whatever our version of, that's because we got to that point of wisdom.
We done went through that.
So the thing is to kill the bridge between us.
Right.
Because the youth can pour their youth into us, and we could be the smartest guys of age of wisdom, right? And we could pour into them, and they could take that wisdom, they could be the smartest 25-year-olds in their world.
Well, it's not a matter of physical age. It's more of a mental age and experience. You know what I'm saying? You can have 60-year-old boys and 25-year-old men.
True.
It's about a conscious level. And like my mom always say, nobody's going to let thinking and hiding their conscious level go allow them to. This is about, again, the thing that we talk about, communication. Them folks over there in China got their kids in calculus.
Yeah, in kindergarten, first, second grade, like that, yeah.
Right.
We over here with the dumb. Don't say this, don't say that. Critical race this, you know what I mean?
Division.
Yeah, it's all a confusing thing. And so it's just for anybody that's tired of being persecuted for free to just come together.
It's easier.
That's real.
Instead of you getting and showing me your monkey ass chain, my grandmama said it to me pertinently. She said all the time, Smokey, you did not get free from the chains on your ankles and you say for you to buy them and put them on your neck. You see?
That's true.
All of this kind of stuff, the stuff that's wasteful because we shine on each other. We ain't shining on them. We get a gun for each other. We don't get a gun, you know. And so it's that divide that we have to conquer. And I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna shut up. It's communication.
Right back to it.
You know, we got to think about serious shit, right?
Yeah.
You know, and that's why I love this brother here. Like, he understand. You see, he understand. I could debate with him. You see, and I'm pushing a line that he got experience in. I got experience in other things, but what are we gonna do to make it make sense? Together. What the fuck we gonna do about that? See? You know, everybody acing it and tracing it and watching Will Pope Pimp place it. Everybody slick, you know, you stizzle, jizzle. That shit don't mean nothing. When we gonna communicate right, stop talking and do something.
I love it. I mean, you done said in the dome, man. Boss Talk 101. You got to give me a pimp story. One that you ain't told. I need to hear a pimp story. The dome is here. This is where we do it at. This is where everybody expect for it to land. Be honest. Am I right?
Yeah, you right.
Everybody come on here. If you got a pimp story, hey, listen, I need that one that, you know, you ain't really nobody ain't heard this story.
But I got another question for you in a minute.
Well, I guess I don't know if I gave one. I almost got killed in front of Pimp house.
Wow.
Dude put a gun to 38 right there.
That's the one where you say he came in.
Pimp came out like Jesus Christ. He said, put it down. Before the dude ever even said something, he had stuck his gun and walked from him. Pimp said, put it down.
What was it all about? I mean,
it was me being smoked.
Miss that guy, bro. Miss that guy, man.
I would have got my face blew off. But it's the influence that he had. And it was, you know, he and Bun was the leader. You know what I'm saying? Like, I respect Bun like I respect Pimp because they both respected me. Like, I was going to be the third member of UGK. I just went to prison.
Yeah.
Right? So it's a little bit different. Like, Pimp, if you knew Pimp and you really knew Pimp, like all these people get on here with these good-ass stories and, they don't know Pimp. They don't know. Like, think about it, bro. If you with somebody and you get along all the time, somebody fake it.
Exactly.
That's right.
Yeah, I'm not that kind. I'm not
disagree
that.
About something.
You know, hell yeah, we got into plenty shit.
To agree to disagree or something.
I lived with it for 3 years, but some shit I ain't gonna tell. You know, but yeah, man. But one thing about it is he always kept it 1,000. He gonna tell the truth. The other pimp that they were talking about, I didn't know him. I was in prison.
Yeah.
You know, and for anybody that want to interview me in the future, do not ever ask me how Pimp died.
Yeah.
Don't ever ask me that.
Yeah.
Please. So yeah, man, shit. It's so much going. I mean, it was just like a regiment, man. We had the Bud room. You know, you had this room where you had all the MCs in the town, and you had to be in the top 10. You couldn't come.
What was Mama West at when he had this house at such an early age?
Mama West was in Alvesta.
So
He's lived on San Jacinto, and he lived probably about 10 miles. You know, go down the Gulfway in Alvesta. That's where he lived.
She ever come over and see what y'all were doing over there?
Yeah, but she wouldn't really just come all the time. Like I would go over to Mama house to get away.
Oh, okay.
I wanted to get away because you know they wouldn't count on. You know, it was more of a pimp thing. But certain people could go to Mama house.
Yeah.
You know, but I was able to go. So like, I know you're thinking of a story. I'm skipping through my head because I don't want to reveal too much. Let's please understand that I'm with you.
It's all love, man.
I just don't. But I can tell you this though. How about we do a story like this and have a continuating situation? I have some video footage like that I told you about.
Yeah, I gotta get it.
Unreleased and
Unreleased.
unseen.
Never been seen before.
Never been seen before.
And we're gonna drop it. We're gonna drop it.
Drop it, yeah.
That's hard, man.
You know, your platform here, man, you drop it.
Man, I'm gonna put it out. It's gotta go, man. Somebody gotta see that, and then they gonna understand. Is it gonna drop this? I'm gonna get it from you now or later on?
I'm waiting on the guy to send it now. As soon as he sends it to me, I'm gonna send it to you.
That's hard, man. What about you, Fiend? Give me a story, man.
A pimp story. I got a cool one. Just being able to know that he valued my pen from time to time.
Wow.
You know, I just thought that was just dope. Like these guys are heroes. I walked from the No Limit Studios, and it was next to this residence inn, so I could climb over the fence and go back to the hotel room, right? Pimp was in there working on Kick Dough for C Murder album, and I believe it was Kick Dough's on C Murder album.
Yeah, that's what it is.
And I remember, you know, he was like, man, I'm over here in the room, man. Just come over. I want you to hear what I'm working on for C right now, you know. And I go up in there. He got the rolling 8, kind of like. Not right. The rolling gray, you know, the rolling, the black pad. So he hitting on that bit. He got the headphones on, looking at me like this. He took my headphones on. I'm working for this for C Murder. You know what I'm saying? He got the headphones on. Listen to the drum check, like, ooh, man. I'm seeing Pimp cook up a beat, bro. You heard me? Been going in my middle school, high school, listening to these people on my headphones, bro. And I'm like, man, this bitch ain't out the pot yet. You heard me? And I was like, bro, like, that's what I loved about Snoop coming around. I'm a hip hop baby, man.
Yeah.
So Luda Paul, DJ Paul tell me this all the time. He was like, you and goddamn Luda, y'all got a hip hop quota for everything dealing with life. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I'm a hip hop baby, dog. Like, so Snoop was the same way. I look up to this gentleman and got a chance to do music with him, and he loved it. I'm talking about, he'd be like, man, let me just get on the ad-libs on that bitch, you heard me? And I used to be like, this is so dope, bro. Snoop is like, this is Snoop. You talking about let me get on the ad-libs of a song because he just walked in and heard me in here, and we was recording some stuff too, and I don't know if he still has the sessions, but me and him went to recording just songs on our own at his house in the country club. You know what I'm saying? I was like, this is...
How was that life like? Like when all y'all, you was part of the, you know, all of y'all was living in the country club, right?
I didn't live in the country club. How ironic, I lived down the street from it today though, you know what I'm saying? But I had my nice little setup. I had a home paid for, I was barely there. I had a condo.
They said you made $80K a month, right? What, $80K a month for like?
That's independently.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I didn't see real liquid cash to after the No Limit run, you know what I'm saying? But you know what? Wasn't really tripping. I knew money was gonna be there. Like, you know, Wendy Day asked me years ago, you want to be famous, you want to be rich. I like to be honest with you, I prefer to be rich. You know what I'm saying? My brother was getting money in the street at the time, and, you know, so I knew, you know, taking garbage bags, black hefty bags, bro, money, counting money out of bags filled with money, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? All night, you hear me? If anybody ever count a lot of bread before you notice, it's just not it's gonna take a minute. Before money machines, cats had these Scarface
you got 12
dreams.
people in their account.
It was me and him. He didn't trust nobody outside of his, you know. So, you know, at the same time I was down and out, knowing my brother was out here, at the same time, he wanted my help. So I was helping, you know what I'm saying? So, so I think that molded me. I just wasn't really tripping, you heard me? So, but I went independently. Oh my God, bro. $80,000 a month for a long time. You know what I mean? Shout out 3-6 for willing to do that joint venture too. You know, the money come in it. You heard me? Once you figure your thing, but you got to know your consumer. You know your consumer. That's what cats are today in the music industry. They don't know the consumer. They just saying
reaching for everything.
I want to put out my tape. I want to put out my tape. You don't even know who's listening to it.
They don't check the analytics.
You gotta find, they need the analytics first. They got to build a fan base to have analytics, right? And most people don't want to do the legwork. They think I can post it and I'm gonna sit and wait.
Yeah, they don't want to do the old Master P.
I should be, I should be a superstar.
Everybody think they just post it on the
hand to hand.
Right.
and it go like that. But
You
that
got-
hand to hand, you build a relationship with the person.
Around.
Who in here didn't get a trill, bro?
I'm gonna get one we leave.
I got
here.
one, but I want to ask
Got
you.
another coming or something?
I got a question for you.
Yeah, we got a
See Murder, locked up right now. Been locked up for 20 years.
Off and on, yes.
Off and on.
Yes.
What are you? Have you been linking with him, or do you?
I haven't
ever,
seen him as often as I want, and we talk about Corey Miller for sure. He was, man, in real time. He was me and Mac's leader. Like, you know what I'm saying? We ran. We. I can't put all my fingers together. It wasn't just talk. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man. We really. I just want to see him get back with his daughters.
Yeah.
He done raised these girls from behind that wall. So I'm praying. Of course.
We all praying that with the free.
We in position to go in there and see him.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I visit him. When Mac was there, I was just telling this brother, man, I can't think his name. Oh, Brian Jackson, I believe is his name. I met him. Brandon Jackson, excuse me, I may have said that wrong. I met him yesterday. He said he ran real tight with C back there, and I was just telling him that I'm gonna have to get his daughter info. I want to continue to visit him, you know what I'm saying? Because I normally, I almost just say kill two birds with one stone. I go visit Mac, I can visit him, I go visit him, I can see Mac, right?
Yeah.
So now we got Mac home by the grace of God, and we have to still continue to go see our brother Corey Miller, you know what I'm saying? I'll get on his visiting list. But bro, he is a different type of strong. You know, he's a different type of strong, and I'm so happy that the Kim Kardashians and whoever else out there want to pour their time and energy on bringing him home.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'll tell you a funny thing, a story about C right quick, and of course we get out of here. We went to Europe, right? I believe P didn't want to go to Europe. You know, Snoop was like, I'm going to Europe. I'll do my runs over there. He's like, would you bring some of the younger guys with you? So Snoop was cool with bringing us to Europe. 1998, all right? So I'm out there touring off of One Air Family. I actually wrote Street Life in Europe.
Wow.
That was my 1999 release, July 6th. So we're over there overseas, man. C just big brother up, man. We get to Paris. He like, look, we about to go to a surplus store. We're gonna get us some fatigues. Everybody gonna get knives. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be straight because we ain't got no poles over here. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be straight, be able to protect ourselves. You know what I'm saying? At the same time, we went to the top of the Eiffel Tower. At the same time, I mean, we did everything culturally a young brother seeing the world should do.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we didn't forget. Oh my God, we did not forget, right? So we were in a concert, right? We chilling, you heard me? But we were like the biggest Can Corso dogs you can have, Snoop could have, that he didn't even know that we was ready, trained on sight. You know what I'm saying? Somebody let off a gun, pow, in the club, right? We smelled the gunpowder from the stage, right? Ain't had not one gun, nothing but a knife and some hands. While we running through the club looking at who let off the gunshot. You heard me? Smelling gunpowder, you know what I'm saying? Running through this thing. You heard me, C, Mac, the twins. Oh, we looking. Oh, we looking. And that was how we was about each other. Yeah. Oh my God, that's how we was about each other. Bro, we got ready. We did this tour. We went to one part of Germany. They had to lock us up in the back of the tour bus, and the driver had to say he was transporting equipment because this particular area was so racist. Having these black boys come through, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what would have happened. We went to a checkpoint. I'll never get this because Thanksgiving was super close. We was back there. He said, the driver said, look, man, don't make no noise. I don't care if I knock on the door. If I don't tell you this when I knock, don't answer, don't say nothing, right? He locked us back there. We went through the checkpoint. He had pulled over somewhere. He came back, let us know it's okay. Thanksgiving, we eating club crackers and Kool-Aid to bring in our Thanksgiving, right? Oh, we got somewhere like Switzerland, we skiing, messing around. We getting ready to go to Japan, Hawaii, right? C said, give me y'all passports. Give me your passports. I don't want y'all to lose them. Give me your passports. All right, big bro, no problem. Here, take the passport. We get to the airport, we had to drive an hour from the ski resort to the Switzerland airport. We get there, right? We getting ready to load up, getting ready to get on a plane. We getting ready to get on a plane. We did not have our passports. Right? C left the passports in a safe in the hotel at the ski lodge, right? As the first time I seen his face, you know, like he disappointed us, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't that deep, But to him, him thinking
because he was taking responsibility.
Man. And I just was like, this is my dog, man. This is my. Oh, he gave me and Mac our tanks. Put our tanks around our neck.
Wow.
You know, once we had been there and they seen what was going on. And we like, nah, I'm like, don't trip. Man, Snoop said, y'all got your passports. Hey, I'm gonna see y'all back in the States, baby. You know what I'm saying? See you back in the States, cuz. See you back in the States, cuz. See you back in the States, cuz. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, okay, so we're gonna miss Japan, we're gonna miss Hawaii. So we get in the car with C, like, don't trip, man. Just don't trip. There we go to the ski resort, drive an hour, get the passports, come back, right? So we sitting there, he's still heated. But they got guys walking around, minute 14, the officers and stuff in the airport. Man, we go through one way, it was the wrong way. So the dude jumped out with the gun. See, like, man, you better get that goddamn gun on my face, man. He like, what? Man, another dude come out there 14. So we like, we up, it's up. I'm like trying to calm down. I'm in his face, round like, see, calm down. They'll kill us. And no one would know about this for a very long time. Looked at me, looked at me. You heard me? Who had this? Who had this in his eye, dog? But I was just being honest, and he felt that, and he calmed it down, and that was that, right? That was that, right? So we got accepted. We're gonna catch a flight the next day. We're gonna miss this flight going back to the States. We get on a plane, come back to the United States. We get on a plane. The cats are still uptight. Maddie's sitting right here. God bless his soul, and his wife that passed away, right?
Yeah, Magic.
Ski team, I'll never forget, they got these red suits. This woman, the guy's woman, is kneeing him in the back of his seat, right? So he's like, he'll get up, he like, man. And she's just like, say round, like, they keep kneeing me in the back of my seat. I like, nah, dog, like, just chill, bro, you heard me? Just chill. She did it again, right? He like, man, hold on, bro. He like, say, bro, she do it again, it's gonna be a problem. I said, nah, it's all good. She did it again. He took his seat and laid it all the way back in her lap. Wow, right? They jumped up. All these dudes jumped up. We jumped up. The Sky Marshal done jumped up. You heard me? He like, you better call the pilot, bitch. It's up. You imagine, bitch, it's up. Bitch, it's gonna go down. It's about to be a problem, bro. We got out that plane, Sky Marshal, police waiting on us. You heard me? I was looking at him like he just couldn't chill just a bit. You heard me?
But really, how old were you guys at the time?
We had to be 20, man.
You niggas got all that money on these planes and jumping around, going to these different countries. That's a different level, ain't it?
Oh yeah, you gonna learn today. You gonna learn today. Like it was a real lesson. I'm happy Snoop to this day brought us over there, and like I said, it motivated me to do the Street Life album because it let me know the world was a ghetto. You know, I had this No Limit chain, this Rolex, and all these things, but when I did Street Life, I stripped myself for all those trinkets to put out my music and shoot my videos because I really saw the world was a ghetto. I was in one part in out the country. I saw this woman hanging her clothes up on a clothesline. You know what I'm saying?
I remember that from home.
I remember that, man. So I was like, it just was real. I was like, man, the world is really a ghetto. Marvin, these people knew what they were talking about. You know what I'm saying? The war knew what they were talking about. You know what I'm saying? And,
ghetto boys,
bro, they knew what they were talking about. The world is a ghetto.
Let me ask you this, man. I gotta ask you about Soulja Slim. I can't get off here without asking about Soulja Slim. Like, you were down there in New Orleans. Every time I go down there, it's a different story. They all love. They show so much love to Soulja Slim. Mm-hmm. He this, he that. Was that same love here for him when he was in the city, when he was riding around different hoods, different neighborhoods?
Believe it or not, love Slim. Shout out to Hound, his cousin Hound. Shout out to Miss Linda Tower, shout out to G.I. Peaches. Shout out to his family, shout out to Lil Soulja Slim.
Lil Soulja, that's my guy.
Yeah, I never rode around with Slim. I'm quite sure it was there. Right, I know how he's loved. He's
loved now for sure, but
I didn't ride around with him to know if he had dislike or had like. I was in the studio. You heard me? I wasn't. You heard me? I got out in the streets. I was young and learning. I had too many guns in the car with me all the time. Like nobody wanted to ride with me.
Did you and him link up and?
Of course, man. We recorded. Me, him, and BG recorded something. That's what I was trying to tell you. Like I recorded with Cash Money. I mean Birdman, like with these, I was great with Birdman before
I'm
I
just
ever
giving
met.
you hell. I
Boy,
just had to do it.
Nah, I'm just letting you know. Like,
Birdman told you to stop the back paper route,
I'm
right?
trying to tell you, when I was 14, man.
That's what he did. That's what he did.
He like, Fiend, I love your voice, man. You know, but you know me, I don't know, man. You need to talk about this gangster shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, you know. And I felt him on that. I just had to do it my way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then, yeah, when One Era Family, I got a chance to talk about all this stuff that I had went through. Streets Ain't Safe. I got to talk about the things I just talked to Jim about earlier. I had a chance to get this stuff off. It was therapy for me. It helped me. I didn't have no therapist nowhere. I had the studio. I had the guys before me that put it down. That put this music down and allowed me to know it was okay. Diamonds up against the wood, you know what I'm saying? My baby mama say I ain't living right. You know, I was able to get this and it was like, I didn't have a baby mama at the time.
Nigga just act like you got a baby mama.
That's why
The
I was
music's so
like-
good, the nigga go into character. Who the hell baby guy? Come over here, you gonna say something?
Yeah, do your thing.
I gotta wait.
Who got you got to use the restroom too, Fiend?
Get up and go. Just get up and go.
I want to ask you.
Come right here.
Too.
So what is this here I got in my hand? He done handed it out around the table. I don't know what I got. Is it got liquor in it? Because that's why I didn't drink it.
You could drink some.
I didn't know if it was liquor in it. I don't drink, so
It's hemp, man.
No, it's hemp in it, CBD.
okay.
So the difference is I farm and I manufacture.
Man, you talked a little bit
We
about
talked a little bit out there. So I started this with a seed, and
it. Let's talk about the hemp aid right quick before we get y'all out of here.
all right. So once again, I'm a farmer. I farm about 4,000 plants of CBD. Then I also manufacture. I got 5 flavored lemonades, actually 7. I got tea cakes, cookies, popcorn, chocolate chip cookie. I got lemon pepper seasoning, multi pepper seasoning, body butter, bath salts, and LA guy in Mississippi farming.
Wow, man. So how can we get these?
Man, go to my website, Casimir Farms, CASIMIR Farms.com. Just order it. Your listeners tell me where that they heard it off the show. I'll give them a 20% discount on the product.
Wow. All right, man. That's all I needed to know. I didn't want to end it on that note, man. So, man, Smoke D, you know I love you, bro. This ain't our last time. We got a lot more to do.
Oh yes, sir, man.
Hey, we finna shut it down though. Trill Talk, no pill talk. Smoke D, how can people get a hold of you? Hold on one second.
My Instagram is SMIZNOKE,
Switch up.
and my Facebook is the same. SMIZNOKE. You can get me on all social media platforms by that name.
Fiend, how can people get a hold of you, man? I know you. Everybody know you.
Hey,
we love you.
Hey, love
Big
is mutual.
fans.
Love is mutual.
Listen, man, I need my little tank, and you got to give me something too. What you got? A UGA?
We got the
a T-shirt, a hat.
Lace.
Then give me something.
I got you some hoodies out there in the
That one, I'll take it.
I'll take it.
But go ahead.
Oh, it's all good, man. Hit me up on Instagram, 504 Fiend. I know I said but it's actually a 0.
Already.
504 Fiend. I'm on Twitter, Fiend for the money. I also got a clothing brand named Sleepy Bear Apparel. Tap in with that. And we got a compilation coming out called Season Open of JLR, September 7th. It's a Jet Life release. Also, I got a project available right now, a new Fiend project entitled Coolers in Session 3, you dig? Production by the Honorable C Note, the Mecca, Raphael RJ2, David Adams, and a gang of the cool people on that thing. Paul Wall on that thing, you heard me? So, yeah, man, tap in. Get with your people. DM me for all business inquiries, you heard me? And everything that we got popping, just tap in, man. I'm officially a motivational speaker. You hear me? That's where I'm at in my life right now. You can go listen to all the music and you're gonna see the messages in the bottle. So just tap in, you feel me? You ever, trying to get yourself together, tap in my line, 504 Fiend, you're gonna have something on there that's gonna help you one step further closer to where you're trying to get, you heard me?
Already.
Yeah.
All right, man. Thank you guys so much for coming on the show, man.
Appreciate you, baby.
It's been another great segment.
Yes, sir.
Of Boss Talk 101.
Yes, sir.
Where the bosses talk.
Where the boss talk. I know that's right, Jet Life Jones. Yeah.
Hey.